Hi everybody, so we're going to be talking about some of the stuff we've talked about, some of the stuff we need to remember from last year to help us with 811. And so one of them, we know how to graph if it's in factored form, but when it's in standard form, we have no idea what to do. And so we need to be able to figure out what to do if it's in standard form. So the first thing, of course, is to factor. So we're going to do a quick practice of how to factor. So on these, I noticed that every term has x in common. So I'm going to start by factoring x out. And so I'm left with this. Then I will move into factoring that. I'll go ahead and use the x and the box to help me do that factoring. And so 2 times -5 is -10. That goes in the top. That's my multiplying number. And -3 is my adding number. And so those two numbers are -5 and -2. And so I have 2x squared. Remember that this, +2, excuse me. This helps me break up this term into +2x and -5x, and then my last number goes here. So I look for what they have in common, 2x here, x there, nothing, so we'll put a +1 there, and a -5 over here, leaving me with x, parentheses, 2x minus 5, parentheses x plus 1, equals 0, and x is 0, 2x minus 5 is 0, and x plus 1 is 0. That's I'm applying the zero product property here, which says that if once I factor, each factor is equal to 0 since the product of the factors is 0. So x is 0, x is 5 divided by 2, and x is -1. And those are my 3 roots after I've factored. Factor each and find all roots. And so that's what I've done. I've found all 3 roots, which is to be expected since I had x cubed. Go ahead and try this number 2 and see what you can do. Pause the video. I will have an answer at the end of the video, so I'm not going to show you the answer now, but go ahead and pause the video. Okay, as we continue with questions 3 and 4, this says to state the degree of the polynomial and identify each of the roots. So it's really important that we can identify the degree, because it tells us what's going to be happening, and then the roots, which also help us. So there's 2 terms here, and then 1 and 1, so the degree of this is 4. So my degree is 4. And then my roots, x is 3. This one, and there's 2 of those. I'm just going to write two of these. That will matter later. Actually, we did talk about multiplicity yesterday, so that's what that is. Helps me with the graph, knowing that there's 2 of those. That one shows up twice. Then 2 from the second one, and -4 from the last one. So again, pause the video, see if you can do 4, and I will have the answer for you at the end of the video. And putting it all together, we have identify the roots of each, then sketch or graph the function. This is degree 3. It doesn't ask for that, but I'm going to write that down anyway. And so then I gave a hint that says the right side goes up and the left side goes down. And so I know that my roots are x equals 4, x equals -2, and x equals 3. Excuse my finger scribbling. And so I've got 4 3 and -2. And the right side goes up and the left side goes down. Now it cannot cross the x-axis anywhere but these numbers. So it can't do this. It has to go up, come back down, and go back up. None of these show up twice, so we're not going to have any of that multiplicity stuff that we were talking about the other day. And so, but it can't cross anywhere else. Do I care how high it goes? No. Do I care how low it goes? No. I do care very much about these numbers. That needs to be at -2. That's 3, and that's 4. But I can just say that and do my best. So that's why there's no grid here. And you need to tell me what you're talking about. I need to know that you know what you're talking about. You'll notice I didn't put any other numbers on here. That way it's okay if I'm a little bit screwy or whatever. Again, pause the video and then we'll do all the answers that you may have missed. So back to number 2. I factored out x, then I did not show my work with the x in the box. I apologize for that. I can factor without it. It was kind of annoying, so I went ahead and did that. I know my two numbers are 15 and 1, and so these two make 15 and these two make 1. You cannot see where I'm pointing. And then, so these two make 15 and these two make 1, giving me the 16 in the middle. And so x is 0 from this term, x is negative 1/3 from that term, and x is negative 5 from this term. For number 2, the degree is 4. 0 from the x, negative 1 from that second term, negative 5, positive 5 from the third factor, and negative 13 from the last factor. If I were to sketch these, which it did not ask for, but if I were to sketch these, I'd have negative 4 over here, positive 2, positive 3. It's even, both my ends are going up. I'll explain that in a later time. This one showed up twice, that 3. This one showed up twice. This is the 3. This is 2, and this is negative 4. So it's going to pass through these two, and then at this one it's going to turn around because it showed up twice. And then for this one, the ends are going up. Both ends are doing the same thing because the degree is that. So we got 0, negative 1, negative 13, positive 5. Both ends are going up. Passes through these dots and makes a W shape. I'm sure it goes way down deep on this side and not as deep on that side, but again, that's not the important part this time. It's just getting the basic shape. And then finally, your last graph, this is an upside down W because of the negative sign in front, and that's what we've got. Maybe since upside down W is an M, we could call it an M. And so that's that. Good luck. Your homework is more of the same. So this is the first 2 examples, this is the next 2 examples, and these are the last 2 examples. So good luck to you, and we'll talk soon. Have a great day.